Hi guys, for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my May favorites. As always, I'm going to be discussing the products that I loved throughout the past month, some new stuff, some old stuff, a combination of makeup, skincare, lifestyle stuff. You guys know the drill. So without further ado, let's just get on into my May favorites. So I'm going to be starting off with skincare just to get the boring stuff out of the way. So the first thing that I have here is the Thayer's Natural Remedies Witch Hazel. This is the aloe vera formula, alcohol-free toner, rose petals. So this is what the bottle looks like right here. It was around $8 or $9. I got mine at my local supermarket. I'm sure that this is something you can order online, and I'm sure that there are tons of different brands of witch hazel that you guys can purchase. I've heard a lot of good things about witch hazel. I've heard that it's really good at clearing acne. I heard that it's really good at just kind of cleansing the face, toning down your oils, and I haven't used a toner in a while, and I really kind of want to start stepping up my skincare game a little bit. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago and I've been testing it out, and so far I really do like this. I definitely feel that I am less oily. I don't use this like every single night. I only use it like 2 to 3 times a week because it is a little bit of a drying product, so I only use like just enough of it so that my oils are under control and my skin feels like cleansed and clean at the end of the night, but I don't use it excessively because I do feel like it can dry out my skin. Overall, I've definitely been enjoying this, and if you are looking for something to add to your little skincare regimen like a toner or something like that, I highly recommend witch hazel. Another skincare item that I've been really loving is the Simple Nourishing 24-hour day and night cream. I used to use the Simple Light Gel Moisturizer, I believe it's what it was called. It was just a little bit too light and my skin just started like sucking up the gel moisturizer, so I knew I had to switch to something a little bit heavier, but I still didn't want anything super greasy, so I started using this, like I said, the 24-hour day and night cream by Simple, and I really like it. I love Simple because it's formulated for sensitive skin. I do have pretty sensitive skin and I haven't had any issues with it. It's a nice thick moisturizer, but it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel oily. I don't feel like I'm wearing moisturizer when I put it on, but I do feel like moisturized and refreshed, if that made any sense. So yeah, I mean, it has been pretty kind to my skin like it claims, and I don't have any complaints with this. It hasn't broken me out and I feel like my skin is nice and moisturized. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the nail polish that I'm actually wearing. I don't know if you guys can see, there it is. I am wearing KL polish in the shade Zoey. I've had these KL polishes since Christmas. I got 4 shades from her original launch. Just the tips just wore off a little bit, but there wasn't any serious chipping. And here's my left hand without any touch-ups at all, as you guys can see. So they're not perfect. They don't look like freshly done, but they still look so good. And for having this on for almost a week, and like literally there was only that little bit of wear, I am so impressed with this nail polish, and I definitely cannot wait to try the other colors in the collection, but I think that this is my favorite. It's a super pretty like dusty mauve shade. I thought it would be super pretty for spring, and I cannot wait to try out more colors in Kathleen's formula because it is amazing and I seriously think it's like chip proof. A makeup tool that I've been loving is my beauty blender. Excuse, it's a little bit dirty, I have to wash it, but this is the black beauty blender, and it looks great because it has a lot of foundation and concealer in it now. You guys know that I always loved applying my foundation and concealer with a brush. I was never really one for a makeup sponge. I just felt like it sheared out my foundation way too much, but I still love using this for concealer in particular. It blends out my concealer flawlessly. It really pushes the product underneath my eyes. It really gives my under eyes a nice luminosity, a nice fresh look where I felt as the brush could kind of tend to cake it on a little bit too much. And then after I do go in and apply the rest of my foundation with my brush, I will go ahead and just like pounce around my face a little bit just to kind of freshen everything up and remove any of that excess foundation and stuff like that. So definitely been loving this. I never really thought that I would be a beauty blender lover, but it happened. Here I am. A primer that I've been really liking is the CoverGirl TruBlend Face Primer for Oily Skin. I just wanted to try something different. I was just getting tired of using my, you know, the same silicone-y feeling primers. So I went in my collection and I found this one, which I hadn't pulled out in a minute, and I remembered it being like almost a moisturizing consistency. I'll swatch a little bit of this for you guys. It's almost like a runny, milky consistency in a way. and it just blends out. It feels super moisturizing on the skin, but I feel like it just brightens my whole face. It has a really beautiful brightening effect on my skin, and that's another one of my favorite things about it. Something that I don't really like about it is I don't feel like it smooths out a lot of my texture or fill my pores, so I'll go over my whole face with this, but then I still will have to top it just in the center with like my e.l.f. or my Smashbox one. But other than that, I think it's a really, really beautiful primer. If you have oily / combo skin, this is definitely something that I recommend because I do feel like it brightens and moisturizes but kind of contains my oils at the same time. So another product that I've really been loving is the Flormar Terracotta Blush on Powder. This is in the shade Golden Peach. Flormar is an Italian-based makeup brand. I believe all their products are formulated and made in Italy. Pretty sure they started in Europe and the stores are slowly making their way into these states. I do have one in my mall that's about a few years old now, so this is what it looks like. Like I said, it is a blush. I really, really like this. You guys know I'm definitely not a huge blush girl, but I've been trying to get back into it, and I just love colors like this. This is the blush that I'm wearing today. I really do like it because it does have a nice sheen, a nice glow. So if I'm looking a little bit matte, this is also something that I could just pop on around the perimeter of my face. I don't know if you guys can see the color too well on camera right now. You can definitely see the shine and like the beautiful peach glow that it gives to my face. And they're not too expensive. They're definitely a pretty like in-between priced makeup brand. Not drugstore price for most of their products, but again, you're not going to pay like the price of Urban Decay either. The next product that I've been loving throughout this month is an oldie but a goodie. It's a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. There's a light bronzer and then a bronzer, but for literally anyone, I recommend getting the bronzer shade because it is still pretty light, as you guys can see. It takes a little bit of building up. Like, I'm swatching it on my hand, and I'm not even going to show you guys because it really doesn't even show up that well on my hand, but it really does play nicely as like a light shadow on the face. Sometimes there are just days where I want to look bronze, but I'm not necessarily in the mood to have something really warm like my NYC Sunny or something super pigmented like my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And I just find that this is a really nice happy medium. It's a really nice neutral bronzer. It's more of a dry formula, so not a lot comes out on the face. Definitely gives a really natural look, and it smells, that's not the product, and it smells so good. It's a really, really awesome product. A little bit pricier for the drugstore. Physicians Formula prices are slowly getting up there. I believe this was $12, $13. I think it is worth every penny, and it is infused with muru butter. Whatever that is, I don't know, but it smells really good. The Jeffree Star and MannyMUA Skin Frost in Eclipse recently launched, and I was able to get my hands on the highlighter, and I'm super duper excited. I love the packaging on this. I love the black and pink. I love the little holographic Jeffree Star logo on the front, and here is what the actual powder looked like. On the website, this is described as an icy peach, and I definitely think it lives up to that name. I love how it's stamped with both their logos. It has a beautiful wet metallic look, but when I do apply it, I just get a lot of glitter on my face. I do feel like this works really well layered, and why I have been loving it so much this month is because layered on top of something like a cream highlighter or like the Colourpop highlighters, it's stunning because even though it is glittery, it just gives such an amazing wet metallic look, and that's what I really love it for. So is it my favorite highlighter? Is it my favorite on its own? Definitely not, but I just love having it as a collector's item, and it looks stunning and like wet and popping and beautiful on top of another highlighter. So the next thing I want to mention for my May favorites is a lip combination. I feel like I've talked about this in a couple previous tutorials or videos, but I have to mention it again because it is a lip combo that I go for over and over. It's definitely been my go-to lip combination for the month of May. So the first thing is the Dolce lip liner. I love lining and filling my lips totally with this. And then on top, I love placing the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brûlée. Creme Brûlée is more of a sheer pinky gloss, so it definitely needs to be put on top of something, and Dolce K just gives like the perfect undertone. It's really easy to line your lips. The Kylie lip liners have a beautiful, beautiful creamy formula. It's definitely my favorite thing that she's created. These two products just give me a beautiful nude, wet, glossy, big lipped look. I love it because they contrast nicely against each other. You can see the lip lip liner around the edges just a little bit, so it makes my lips look nice and full, and the gloss gives them a nice plump look. Definitely a go-to lip combination for me. And lastly, I have the Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows. This is definitely what put Colourpop out there, really got their business started and got them their attention, and I just feel like they don't get the love that they deserve from a lot of people. So these are the two shades that I have been loving in the Super Shock shadows. The metallics are definitely my favorite formula. Birthday Girl, which is what I'm wearing on my lid today. It's more of a bronzy shade, but it has some lighter silvery qualities in there, as well as I Heart This, which is just a really universal lid shade. Sometimes I feel like it looks silver, gold, or champagne, depending on what other shadows you kind of play it up with in your crease and stuff like that. So these are super intense, super metallic, super opaque. They do have some glitter and shimmer, but nothing insane, no fallout or anything like that. Like I said, that is what I'm wearing on my eyes. Let me zoom you guys in. I'm wearing Birthday Girl on my eyes right now, and it just looks super foiled and metallic and pretty. As always, I'm going to be concluding my videos with some music and TV shows. For TV shows, I've been loving, binge watching, living for That 70s Show. I never watched it until recently. I started it about 2 months ago, and I'm about to start season 5 right now. I love it. It's just one of those shows that makes you laugh. It's one of those shows that I could just use as background noise as well. I watch it when I do my makeup. I have it on when I film like voiceover videos. It's just awesome. It makes me laugh all the time, so I always go to that show when I just want to be like lifted up a little bit. It's so hilarious. And then for music, I am still loving Khalid. He's definitely still my favorite artist at the moment. Definitely has some of my favorite music. Alright guys, so that completes my May favorites. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Definitely let me know what you have been loving throughout the month of May. I would love to know, maybe get my hands on some new products, and I just love to talk about makeup with you guys in the comment sections of my video. Make sure to follow my social medias, especially my Instagram at JackieAnnMakeup. I've been really trying to be more active and social on that, and I believe that is it. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and as always, I will see you in my next one. Bye! Hi guys, for today's video, I'm going to be filming my March favorites for you. As always, I'm going to be talking about the products. March. I said March again. It's May. May. It's May. Video a stylistic idea. Whatever. Okay, Nick and Brandon are gonna do a, what's it called? A boyfriend versus brother, I guess, is the price of makeup products against each other. So stay tuned. Get excited. It just gives a super pretty nude glossy. I just dropped the lip gloss.